Sabadi, today I'll show you how to make a concentrated version of thum sauce. This sauce makes for a really quick preparation of papaya salad, but you could use it with anything that you thumb. I'll also show you how to jar and store this sauce, but let's get right into the ingredients. First up is unfiltered fish sauce. I couldn't find Pan Thai, but I do recommend that brand. Filtered fish sauce, the mudfish sauce, and kapit, which is a shrimp paste. This is a shrimp salt mixture that ferments for about 3 weeks. We'll also use crab paste. This gives the thum sauce its dark color. We'll use the frozen minced crab and the juice. Look at these, they are so beautiful. Palm sugar, you could substitute white sugar. MSG is optional. A substitution could be the chicken bouillon or mushroom seasoning. We're going to use the seedless tamarind, and even though it says seedless, there's always seeds. Chili flakes for some heat. I recommend a medium to large pot, and if you have the means, please cook this outdoors because it is stanky. I prefer to bottle mine in glass jars. I think it's fresher and it keeps that smell out of your house. I'm also going to be using a sieve and a bowl. We'll begin by pouring hot boiling water over the tamarind using a gloved hand or a spoon. Really start to break up the tamarind. You want it to be pasty. Continue to add water until all of the water is soaked into the tamarind, and then we'll set this aside. Add your pot to high heat, and then we'll begin adding our ingredients, starting with the mudfish sauce. I use water into the jar to really get all the flavors out. We'll add our fish sauce, our palm sugar, MSG, chili flakes, our shrimp paste, crab paste, and then that frozen crab, and throw the juice in there as well. Now we're going to go ahead and add our tamarind sauce, seeds, meat, and all. Just add it all together into the pot. And then finally, we're going to be adding our unfiltered fish sauce. I just use a chopstick to break up that suction. Sometimes it's difficult to get out of the bottle. And then we'll give that a really good stir. Put the lid on to keep the bugs out because we're outside. And once that's at a full boil for about 20 minutes, we'll remove the lid, give it a good stir, and then we're gonna go ahead and turn off the heat and remove it. So now we're gonna be bottling. I bottled inside, but definitely still bottle it outside if you're already cooking outside. Run your sauce through a sieve. You can do this while it's hot or cold. The temperature doesn't impact the results. Our goal here is to separate the liquid from the solids, because if you remember, we had put the mudfish and we had put the tamarind with the seeds and meat all in the pot at once. So this is giving us the opportunity to separate the liquid out so that we're not getting seeds, we're not getting bones, or anything else in our sauce that we don't want. So look here, we've removed all of that. But while I was rinsing, I also rinsed off that soft-shelled crab and reserved that because I want to put this in our bottle. So now we're ready to bottle. Just pop the lid off, throw some of the little crabs in there, fill your jar up. Now, if you plan on freezing your jar, which you do not have to, leave about 1 inch at the top to allow for expansion while in the freezer. I don't recommend freezing though. You don't even have to refrigerate this, but you could. The best thing to do is just leave your jar tightly sealed in a cool, dry place. And this stuff will last a long time. Now, my mixture made about 7 of these jars. I'm going to share them with family and friends. When you make your thum, remember, this is concentrated. You shouldn't need more than a tablespoon. And you can add water or fish sauce to finish out the sauce for your thum dish. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. Cup chai.